You're still listening to Kumbang channel and this is Ktnewsmacau. The Judiciary Police announced in the morning today the arrest of two VIP gaming promoters on the suspicion of engaging in illicit gambling activities. According to the police, the two male suspects, surnamed Chen and Choi, both Macau residents, were arrested on Friday at a hotel in the Outer Harbour District. And the arrests were apparently triggered by further investigations into the case of Alvin Chow of the Sun City Group, who has also been detained not long ago. Meanwhile, some local media reports say that one of the two suspects is Tak Chun Group chairman and executive director Levo Chan Wang Lin, who is also co-chairman, executive director and CEO of Macau Legend Development. This year's registration for the Stay, Dine and See Macau began on Monday, and the government-initiated project, which gives Macau residents special discounts for local tours and hotel staycations, will this year run until the end of August. This scheme has been created particularly to boost local tourism. Despite Hong Kong recently lowering the number of days in quarantine for arrivals in the neighboring SAR, local authorities say Macau will keep its 3-week quarantine for arrivals. All members of the Macau Orchestra and the Macau Chinese Orchestra have recently been laid off, while the two orchestras are reportedly said to be privatized. Meanwhile, the Cultural Affairs Bureau will compensate the musicians according to the law, with some reported to be receiving up to 250,000 patakas. Reportedly, the two orchestras will still keep all their summer engagements. The Al Khaimah, one of the 7 emirates in the United Arab Emirates, recently announced it will allow gaming while also revealing a multi-billion US dollar deal with Las Vegas-based Wynn Resorts, whose local properties comprise Wynn Macau and Wynn Encore in the Macau Peninsula, as well as Wynn Palace in Cotai. And for some flash news, local authorities revealed recently 22 suicides recorded in final quarter of 2021, while Macau's number of suicide cases last year stood at 60, a 21.1% drop year on year. A former nursing home employee and her friend stole around 3,800 patakas from a visually impaired man by entering the victim's residence while impersonating social services volunteers, according to local media reports. Macau will hold 2 Chinese New Year parades this year, on February the 3rd and the 12th. As for the weather this coming week, it will be a cold week in Macau with local temperature forecast to range from 10 to 15 degrees Celsius from tomorrow through Saturday, while next Sunday's temperature is expected to range from 12 to 17 degrees. The weather for the next couple of days will be mainly cloudy with some rains before turning back to fine with some cloud as well as sunny periods from Friday till the weekend. For more information about the local weather, visit www.smg.gov.mo. And before we go back to our music tonight, we have a special guest with us tonight. Let me just welcome her. Hello, Yosa.
Hello.
Well, welcome. Let me just turn off a little bit. I think your mic is really loud now. Okay, yeah, I think that's much better. Can you say hi again?
Okay. Hello, good evening everyone.
Okay, well, you guys are still listening to Kumbang Channel, and untuk yang Indonesia masih bersama dengan Pak Beto dan Pak Johnson di acara Kumbang Channel. Kumbang, kumpul bareng yo. But right now, I know that Yosa is Indonesian, but don't you worry, untuk yang Indonesia nanti Yosa akan ngomong sedikit dalam bahasa Indonesia. Pak Beto dan Pak Johnson janji ya. Yosa akan ngomong sedikit nanti Indonesia ya.
Yeah.
But now she's gonna share with us first about what we talked about last week in English first, okay?
Yeah,
Because I think this is a very important issue that we talked about last week, which we decided to continue to this week. So last week, as I mentioned to you over the internet, we have been reading about a recent survey about the migrant workers from the Philippines who have increasing stress level in Macau. Obviously, some of them must be because of work, but also not all of them, I'm pretty sure, okay? In fact, a couple of our guests last week said some of the stress levels increased were because of they haven't been able to go back to the Philippines to visit their family, okay? And despite the fact that all 3 of our guests last week, all their boss are actually really good, you know, so no demand, like not demanding, you know. But I don't know about what's happening in the Indonesian community. I've been quite away for a while since I got my kids, so that's the reason why I'm inviting you into our studio tonight, because I believe that Yosa, she has a lot of insights into the Indonesian community, including what things that make you guys stress out in work or even non-work stuff. So what do you think about this fact? Is it happening with the Indonesian migrant workers as well, that your stress level is increasing?
Yeah, start the first of the COVID epidemic coming that actually all is